That's my heart. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Your blades are sharpened with precision. I know you're waiting in the distance.
In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas, host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. Devontae Turpin on the return. Across the 20 to mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, here's the rookie who played in-state at Austin. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. That's caught by Lamb. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 3rd down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And now it's 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. And as for much more, 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
I think this is especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
Loves to throw on 1st and 10. A pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd down throw for Love. Pass pop. It's Golden. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On 1st down, it's Love. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. It looked like a Packer was able to corral it, and indeed, possession stays with Green Bay.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In motion goes Dobbs. On 2nd down, Love. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. In motion, it's Golden. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Back near his goal line, Prescott. Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. A throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a live football.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get stripped sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Left side, punt by Lamb. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. A big one there on third down. Good for 26 yards.
That's good for our Cowboys. First and 10 at the 49-yard
Big throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. The incompletion brings up second down.
brings up second and
All
10.
things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 0-0 is the score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they come up to face 3rd and 5. They'll throw again. Dak. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. To the air again. Prescott. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. It's 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Again, Prescott to the air. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Prescott again. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Cooper. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball. And I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what. And it ends up being a costly mistake.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
Brings up second and 4 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Love. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That pass play good for 22. 1st down, Packers.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Throwing on second down, Love. He's got it at the 7, and they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Now from the 7, it's second and goal. Here's Love to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
What once looked like a promising drive has suddenly hit a little bit of a roadblock here, Mike. They're in scoring position, yes. But now on third and goal, following that second down sack, this defense has a shot to come away, only giving up 3.
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. To throw is Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on fourth and goal. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
A good return as he takes it across the 30. Thrown here on first down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And he's out of bounds inside the 30. A big play for the Cowboys. It's a gain of 43 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Shotgun snap for Prescott. He pulls it in around the 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal. Prescott. And he'll take it on in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's his second touchdown of the year. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys move out to a 7-3 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. To start the drive. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
To the left side, taken in by Golden. And he's out of bounds. Up close to the 45-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to look downfield once again. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Big return at the end. He's going to get out of bounds close to midfield.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
On 1st and 10, Prescott going up top. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Love. This one up top for Dobbs. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Hardman now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds on a very solid return. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 13 yards to start that drop. And a quick first down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He'll push forward for about a yard. DeMarvion Overshown there on the tackle. So, just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Love. There's a short one on by Pratt. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
In motion goes Dobbs. On first down, it's Love. That's Dobbs open left side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Just take what the defense is giving you. You can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
This one is caught by Reed. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Packers. Here's Jacobs. And he's able to push his way forward. A gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Second down throw for Love. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Packers. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Packers are on top. It's now 10-7. the kicks away. This one trotted at the 16-yard line. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
Their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. Trying to start on the ground, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. That's complete to Blue. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. Second down, Prescott. This one is complete. It's Pickens. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Seemed like the receiver ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Prescott to his main man Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a first down.
That's good.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Second down, they need 3. On the ground, it's Raheem Sanders. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
They'll come up to third and 3. Now Prescott. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And that'll set up fourth down. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will level the score at 10 apiece.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
Hardman now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. of scrimmage, that's about all. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Second and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end downfield. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. It's a big play when they needed it the most. A pickup of 44 yards. In motion, Reed. On first and 10, here's Love. That complete to Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Look in the middle, that's Kraft. Got it. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up first and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field goal try, if not a touchdown. The last piece of the puzzle is just don't give the ball back to your opponent with too much time to go down and answer your score.
Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to first and goal. That is caught, and he's in. Tucker Kraft, touchdown, Green Bay. Now it's McManus for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Packers go up by 7. It is now 17-10. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll work his way across. First down. Quickly to the outside and complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
From the 35, here's second and a couple. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Well, I think right now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch in this game is. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
On the handoff, this is Jacob. And he's into the end zone. point after. The kick is good. And the Packers move out to a 24-10 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Let's go now.
Get out of the gun is Milton. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
He's got his man right side. It's complete. And he's going to have a Cowboys first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some. Milton going to look to throw it again. Throw across his body is complete. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To the air once more is Milton. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. The road gets a little tougher now. It's 1st and 20.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Throw once more. Here's Milton. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incomplete. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Mustang 19.
Throwing again is Milton. That's complete to Devontae Turpin. Well, that help is going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. Try and throw with Milton. This one intercepted. Picked up by Carrington Valentine. And a nice return there. He is taken down up close to the 35-yard line. A run up the middle with Jacobs.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Ready.
In motion, Reed. Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Set blaster. Sit, fight. What?
In motion goes Dobbs.
Ready. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to air this one out. He's got it! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 55 yards on the game.
Fight. Set. Ready.
Here's Jacobs. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes second and goal. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. That is a worrisome development here late in the game.
On the set.
Here now, second down and goal.
Set. Yellow. Ready.
From the gun, it's Love. He'll get this out to his running back. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They extend the lead, and it looks like they're going to extend the terrific start to this season. Greg, they are just a few minutes away from a 4-0 beginning.
Even since adding that 17th game to the schedule, so many coaches across the league, Mike, they still refer to the season as quarters. So they talk about, all right, let's focus going into the year on winning quarter number 1. I'll tell you what, at 4-0, they don't get much better than that.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
They're on 26-yard line.
Ready. Go.
Hilton now to throw on 1st and 10. That's complete to Blue. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
19.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. He'll let this go for Pickens. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons. And the Packers are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
It's no secret, this offense has severely struggled to sustain drives this entire game, and the scoreboard, for the most part, Mike, it reflects that. I mean, that interception should, in essence, put an end to any lingering hope of a last-minute comeback.
Here we go. Yellow. 22. Hut.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take an 8. So it's a win here for the visiting Packers. They finish off the first month of the season perfect.